Hey guys, today let's go into this forbidden area of this 1300-year-old temple. Nobody has ever filmed this area, but it has some strange secrets hidden inside. Here you can see a snake, a cobra with its open hood. But the strange detail is on the top. It is shown with a crown or headdress on top. This detail is never carved in Indian temples because it is simply not a part of Hindu iconography. But why is it carved in this temple, and why was it placed in a dark corner, hidden away from regular visitors? But here is a 2,000-year-old artifact. Looks almost identical to the carving, right? A cobra with an open hood, but it has the same crown or headdress. But this is not from India. This is an ancient Egyptian artifact. Coincidence? What about this one? Again, from ancient Egypt, a cobra with a crown. Again and again, we can see that snakes are shown with crowns in ancient Egypt. So how is this typical Egyptian carving found in India? But we shouldn't jump to a conclusion just because we found one similar carving. So let's see if we can find anything else here. And just a few pillars away from this carving, we can see this carving. Intertwined snakes are common in Hindu temples, but there is a big difference. There is something carved in between them. It is a little bit eroded, but there is definitely something carved between their hooded heads. I'm using my phone's flashlight, but this area is very dark, so I cannot decipher what it is. The only way to find out what it is to find a similar carving in a bright area in the same temple. Here, look at this carving. Two intertwined snakes and a pine cone-like object in between, but the pine cone is placed on a stem. Immediately, I'm reminded of an Egyptian artifact now displayed in the Museum of Turin in Italy. This artifact was supposedly made around 1200 BC. That means it is 3,200 years old. And it shows the same details. There are two intertwined snakes. And there is a pine cone-like object with a stem in between them. Now, what's more interesting to me is the tiny little detail. Both these snakes are shown with crowns or headdresses. This is the detail that really seals the deal. It is found on the Egyptian artifact as well as this Indian carving. How can this Hindu temple in India have ancient Egyptian carvings? This temple is 3,000 miles away from Egypt. So how is such a connection possible during ancient times? And what is this object in between the snakes? Is it really a pine cone? Or is it something else? Well, nobody seems to know the real answer to this. Some even claim that this is not a real thing. This whole thing is just a mystical symbol. Now, let's explore some other carvings in these dark areas. Maybe we can find more carvings and understand this better. We can see a lot of very strange, unexplainable carvings. But here, we can see these intertwined snakes, and on top, we can find the pine cone. The pine cone is above the heads of the snakes, but it does not have a long stem. So it cannot just be a symbol because it differs from the previous carving. So what is it? There, in a distance, we can see another carving. At first sight, it looks the same, right? But as we go closer, we can see that the pine cone has been inverted and it is also moved below the head level of the snakes. What does this mean? Look at the second loop of the intertwined snakes. Again, you can see an inverted pine cone there too. What is this object? Why is it shown in different positions, in different carvings? How is it connected to snakes? Are they really pine cones? Since India does not have any pine cone trees, how did ancient builders carve them here? Again, we can see the crowns on the snakes, clearly an Egyptian depiction. And what is more interesting is that we can see all these details separately in an ancient Egyptian site called the Catacombs of Qom el-Shaqwafa. This is about 2,000 years old. You can see the giant snake with a crown in the middle. On the left, you can see intertwined snakes. And on the right, you can see the mysterious pine cone-like thing with a stem. Like ancient Indians, Egyptians also depicted snakes everywhere. And Egyptian carvings and paintings also show snake whisperers. I know this may sound silly to you, especially since snakes cannot hear sounds, and you may wonder if they have enough intelligence to understand us. But snake whispering was practiced in ancient Egypt. And here, in this Indian temple, we can see the exact same depiction of this snake whisperer. I have never seen this type of carving in an ancient Hindu temple where a person is just sitting real close and talking to a cobra. See how he is shown completely fearless and he is clearly communicating with it. He has nothing in his hands, no stick or anything. And look at the size of the snake. It is almost as big as a man. It is a king cobra. Of course, you can think this is nonsense. This can never happen in real life. These carvings are pure mythology, right? But that's not true. Snake whisperers exist even today. They claim they can talk and even understand what the snake is trying to say, just like a pet dog. You can see these people handling giant king cobras, just like how we pet puppies. Exact same depictions are shown in ancient Egyptian sites as well. So what do you think? Is this all just a mere coincidence? Or do these carvings prove that ancient India and Egypt were connected? Why are these snakes shown with crowns? What is the real meaning of these intertwined snakes and the pine cone-like thing? Why are these carvings placed in deep, dark, inaccessible areas? What about the snake whisperer? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I am Praveen Mohan. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.